Better late than never. Because I had to go on vacation last week. It really threw us off, but we're back and should be going live forward every week. Pete Thorpe and Jonathan Kirk here, both from Minute Pages. So we're doing a follow-up on our 50 leads from the other day. So John's been doing some posting. Then he got a little busy while I was gone, covering some of the stuff that I had to cover. Yeah. And, when you're a real estate agent, that is when you get the most busy. You go on vacation and all of a sudden phone's ringing and you are like, damn it, I am not home and things got to get done. So that's what we did last week. So we're playing a little bit of catch up. We're going to kind of go over some of what John was doing and the follow-up for today. And then we'll let you know about what we got on tap for next week, where we're going to show you how to build an entire Facebook campaign complete with pixels, retargeting, the whole mamma jamma. So that'll be next week's. But let's go ahead and get on what we got going on from the start here. So John, you want to take it away? And we'll.
Yes, sir. Looking tan, Mr. Pete.
Got a little bit of color. The light's blinding me, but I'll be darkening it up soon.
Love it, bro. All right, cool. So I'll just go ahead and share my screen again, guys, so we can get right into it. I'm going to do my entire screen here so we can take a look at that. And as you heard Pete say, I mean, we had an overwhelming influx. Pete, can you see my screen?
Yep, you are up and live.
Awesome. So we had an overwhelmingly awesome response to the agent pages. We've been busy, as Pete says, he's been away. So I've literally been onboarding and selling subscriptions like crazy. So as you could see here, my last date of my last post is June 8th. So I did not do my homework, but fortunately for you guys, you got to see some cool stuff occur, because since I posted since June 8th, which is literally right here, you can see what happened from literally 7 to 22 visitors, 13, an additional 10, additional 29, additional 34, another 20, another 9, 3, 2, and 6 today. And the last post was June 8th. Pete, what does that tell you just by looking at this graph?
You're getting traffic. People are finding the site and either coming back and just bringing more traffic, even though you're not really doing much of anything right now.
That's right, dude. That's evergreen content that's doing its thing. So this is why our automated blogs are so powerful. This is why sharing the property listings, the under contracts, the actives, the coming soons are so powerful, because you could see this organic visitorship that's going to your website. Literally, all I did is post one post back here, and then the other ones came before that, and you're seeing the after effect. Imagine if I had been posting a blog a day, or going to my YouTube channel and creating custom blog content to then take into my Minute Pages website, very similar to just clicking an ad post right here. This would have literally poured gasoline on this fire, and it would have exploded to over 50 leads. We're right about that 50 lead threshold, and literally I've made like 5 posts. So you guys can do the math at how powerful this technology is. I actually saw how powerful it was just from the couple different posts that we had, and really just chose not to even do any more posts, because number one, we didn't have the time. And secondly, I was watching the organic nature of it take off just from a couple posts. So just like this, you can take the URL, paste it into your custom blog post, put the focus key phrase, we buy houses, right here on the back end. And then on top of doing the automated blog post right here, you've now got the custom blog post feature. Guys, this doesn't even take into consideration the IDX pages of how you guys can go and you can search on your website. So that's just 2 out of 5 or 6 different ways that you can create leads overnight by searching for properties, by creating your custom blog post, by going to your automated blogs, not even taking into consideration your location pages and your landing pages. Pete, I'm out of breath because this is so crazy powerful. I really don't know how else to explain it, but you've got to experience it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of the best things that I've found so far that I'm using myself is you've got basically unlimited landing pages. Now you have to design them yourself. I've made mine stupidly basic, and I've done it that way on purpose. I was actually just in a forum last night kind of having a little debate with a few people about whether you should force registration for your clients or customers or not have it on. In my opinion, it is leave it off. Use lead detector to help build your database. Leave it off because that's why people go to Redfin. That's why they go to Zillow, because You're forcing them to register. They know they're going to get bombarded. They don't want that. When they're ready, they're going to reach out. I know it's a little counterintuitive for some people, but in my opinion, if you're forcing me to register on a site, I'm going to go to another site. I'm going to go to the one that doesn't force me to register until I want to. Now, obviously, they're tracking their information. And that's why a lot of people are going there, though, is because they don't have to get forced to register. Let them use your site. The more traffic that comes to your site, the more the algorithm is going to pick it up and start bringing more people to your site. If people are hitting your site and are using it, you're going to see the traffic. You're going to see what they're looking at. You're going to capture a chunk of them and know exactly what they were looking at. And then you can actually start going after those folks if you want to. And then the people who are ready, who are having their hand raised, they're going to go ahead and register. They're going to ask you a question. If you look at any of the sites, let me see. Let me pop open one of mine over here. Let me get out of that real quick, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Let's go for my share screen real quick. Oops, wrong button. Share screen. Start screen sharing. We're going to go to that one right there. All right, so here's my basic site. Now let's say somebody is looking here in Townsend, right, and they want to see a house. Maybe they want to see a house, maybe they don't, but it's going to pop up, right? They're going to look on it and say, oh, look at this $4.299 million home. I'll give you 4.1 for it right now, right? So it's been on 62 days. They're like, you know what? I want to ask a question about it. They're going to click on ask a question. They're going to have to put their info in because they want to ask you a question, or maybe they'll call you directly. Either way, they were on the site. You know what they were looking at. They can also come down here and they can share this with anyone. They hit share. It's got options for them to share it out. They can also invite friends or family. So, maybe me and John are looking to shack up together there. So I invite John to take a look at this place, right? We'll split it. We'll each put, $2 million down, however it be. They can comment on it. They can react at it. So, I don't like that house. They hit hate. They can either create an account with Facebook or Google, which means you're going to get their exact information, or they can put their information in here, create the account, and you're good to go. But it gives you a lot of different options. They don't want to be bombarded with register now, register now, register now. At least that's my opinion. That's the way I like to play it. So it's helping me build my database. I'm pushing 8,000 people right now. A chunk of them are from Lead Detector. Obviously, you're going to have friends and family that are going to get captured on this as well. You just tag them appropriately in your CRM once they're pulled in, so that you know who they are, what they are. You set them off to the side until they're actually ready to go use their long lost cousin that you didn't know about and buy a house, and then you're mad at them. But otherwise, this is just super powerful, very easy. It lets you drive traffic to the site, and you can see exactly when they're coming in, where they're coming from. I think I've got my dashboard open, I believe. Let me share this tab instead here. Hang on one second. I'm going to share it. I'm going to share one here. Too many pages open. Back over here. Getting out of this because I just want to show you what my traffic looks like, because I'm only posting, like John said, like once or twice a week, and I see a huge increase in what I've got coming through for some traffic, and there's spikes. I can tell the days that I post things because all of a sudden I'll see a spike in the traffic because we have Google Analytics hooked up. Now, if I wanted to go really deep into it, I can go into Google Analytics itself and look on the back end and see where it's coming from, how it's getting there, exactly what link they came in off of. But here is, so here's my back end. Let's share this tab instead. This is the back end of my site, right? 22 visitors. Drop down to 8. This is just organic traffic. I haven't, got some basic blogs posting out. All these spikes are when I post something either about weekend open houses coming up or a specific property. You can see them all rolling through. I've got 240 leads that have been collected. Some are registrations, some are Lead Detector leads, and that's only been like I think a month and a half, 2 months, and that was with me not doing anything, just because I was beta testing the site and getting everything up and running before we came live with it. So that's 240 leads that are in the system right now that I can go through. I can pop into my CRM. I can pull them up specifically. I can see in the analytics where they came from, what property they landed on, and I can start going in either sending similar properties in the same area to the people. I can send them on a market drip for that particular area. Tons of different ways that you can, roll through this. So look, these are all 73 people landed on this property here. 11 people landed on this one that we just sold. Just sold this property for a pretty penny above ask. So it was nice. But these are all ones that I've either shared out and people have looked at, and you can just see the traffic. So you know where they're coming from, what they're landing on. can also see that 55% of the people are on mobile. That's good to know. That means you know that you need to make sure your content looks good on a phone, right? Because 55% of the people that landed on this site from these links were on their cell phone. Average visit time of a minute 20. That's actually pretty good. That's enough time to read a blog. That's enough time to peruse through a couple of houses. Minute 20 is actually a decent time. So 800 visitors have 797 visitors. That also includes when I'm in the back end though. So that's probably a little inflated, but probably 700, of which collected 200 and some odd leads. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty good hit rate for lead capture. So definitely this thing does the work for you on its own. You only have to do minimal stuff between the blogs, between creating your own blog content, using the keyword ranking tool to see where your site ranks. It's got everything in here that you need to run your business and promote yourself, promote your listings, bring in more clients.
Click on your lead management real quick, Pete.
Lead management coming at you.
So now we can see the total amount of leads in there again. Wow. So 240 website leads. That's insane.
And I haven't used I haven't done any skip tracing. We have built-in skip tracing at 12 cents a skip. So if I want to skip trace phone numbers and whatnot, I can easily do it from here. But these are all people that have popped in, all from various locations. Look, it's even captured myself. So I've got myself captured. But
just the ability to retarget, to email, to call, to text. You know what I mean? Like these are 240 leads of people that expressed interest in one form or another by clicking on an ad or typing something in to land on your website, and just for one reason or another just wasn't ready to be contacted, and you were able to capture them. Now they're in your database, and the cool thing is like you mentioned with HomeLight.com, with Fast Expert, with all those UpNest, if any of them happen to be somebody that inquires from them, you can literally kick that lead back and say, listen, I've already got them in my database. Here's the time stamp. Here's the referring page. Here's the opt-in date. This is just unbelievable. This is unprecedented, never been seen before technology used in our space. If you guys are not collecting data right now, it's the gold rush. Google and Apple are making a stronghold right now, a fast mad dash to collect data. It's going to be more and more expensive as time progresses. For you to be able to capture data this cheap right now is having the foresight to see things coming way before they actually hit.
One other thing that we added in recently too, under testimonials. So right now, you control your testimonials. You go into testimonials and you add them, right? So any testimonials you have from your clients, you add them in here. It's great. We have the ability now to go ahead and take your GMB page and pull your testimonials from Google directly. So we would get rid of the testimonial block so you don't have to manage it. We'd overwrite it with your Google testimonials, and it will pull through all of your Google testimonials, and they'll just cycle right through the system so that they're automatically pulled in off of whatever you've got on Google.
Amazing.
Share this tab. So those are some of the things that we've got rolling on in there. What we're going to do for next week, I am currently building out a campaign right now. So we're going to have a Facebook ad campaign for next week. We're going to show you how to put a Facebook pixel on the back end of your site here. We'll show you how to run an actual ad campaign, as well as how to go ahead and take those leads that you collect from it and retarget them down the road. And we're going to go ahead and we'll launch it. We'll build it out this week. We will launch it live next Wednesday at our meeting here. We'll literally do the whole thing top to bottom, launch it live, and then we'll follow that life cycle of that ad, and we'll see exactly what the results look like and how it comes through, how we follow up with everybody. So we're going to give you some inside info on how to make all of that happen and make it work.
And showcase what a full team website looks like with the widget, the agent pages. That'll be next week as well, correct?
Yep,
Pete?
I'll be on there.
Awesome. Looking forward to it, bro. Let's rock.
Awesome. If you guys have any questions, if you're watching this afterwards, go ahead and hit them into the comments. We will get back to you on there, or you can find us at minutepages.com. You can reach out to us there, or John or Pete at minutepages.com. We'll be direct email into either John or myself, and we can answer any questions that you might have. Awesome, man. All right, guys, we will see you next week. We'll be on time and no vacation. So as long as I'm still above ground, we'll be rocking and rolling. All right, man. Take it easy.